Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Rhea Ripley is undoubtedly one of the biggest stars in WWE today. The former women's world champion currently has a strong connection with fans worldwide. This past summer, Rhea Ripley had help from her terror twin, Damian Priest, against her bitter rivals Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. However, she is seemingly on her own after Priest recently saved, and the Nightmare are set to go on their separate journeys. With the punishment out of the equation, Ripley could combine forces with Rey Mysterio. The former women's world champion is now outnumbered in her feud against Liv Morgan and Dominic. Moreover, Ripley's new ally, Jey Uso, is rumored to rejoin SmackDown as part of the Bloodline saga. That said, here are 3 reasons why Rhea Ripley needs to forge an unlikely alliance with Rey to tackle the heel couple. Ripley is one of the brightest stars in WWE, but people may forget just how young she is. At 28, she has a long way to go in her pro wrestling career. With that in mind, the perfect tag team partner for Ripley against Dominic and Liv Morgan would be the iconic Rey Mysterio. Rey is among the most beloved babyfaces in the company's history. Meanwhile, Ripley turned face earlier this year after a dominant heel run. Hence, pairing the Nightmare with the Hall of Famer might help the former establish herself as one of the most well-liked female stars of the modern era. Furthermore, their alliance would make sense from a storyline perspective, considering that she and Rey have issues with Dominic. Ripley and Rey's tag team would trigger a big emotional response from Dominic, considering how close he once was with the pair. This reaction might lead to the eventual split of Dominic and Morgan, something that Rhea Ripley is keen to witness. At SummerSlam, Dirty Dom's betrayal cost the Nightmare a potential Women's World Championship win. Therefore, she could look to create issues in the Judgment Day pair's relationship. With Raquel Rodriguez's return, Morgan no longer needs Dominic to do her dirty work. As a result, the company could use Rhea and Ripley's partnership to separate the Miracle Kid and Dirty Dom. While Ripley is still pursuing Morgan's gold, she is unlikely to have a run with the Women's World Championship anytime soon. Therefore, the Nightmare's feud with Rey will allow her to stay in the spotlight. Rhea Ripley could eventually betray Rey to turn heel again, eliciting a strong reaction from fans. Otherwise, she could join the LDO, a faction led by the Master of the 619. Rey has held 16 titles in the global juggernaut. He has won the WWE, World Heavyweight, United States, Cruiserweight, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships. An alliance with Ripley could also help him start a new chapter in his legendary career. In the frenetic world of professional wrestling, alliances can shift faster than a championship belt can change hands. For Rhea Ripley, the sudden split from her tag team partner had left her feeling unmoored, her confidence shaken. As she navigated the tumultuous waters of WWE, she faced an unexpected challenge: the potential move of Jey Uso to SmackDown. With Jey's history and undeniable talent, the stakes were high, and Rhea knew she needed help. That's when she decided to call upon a legend, the 16-time WWE champion, John Cena. A tidal wave of change. Rhea's recent split from her partner had not just been a personal blow. It was a seismic shift in her career trajectory. The chemistry they had shared in the ring was undeniable, and without it, she felt like a ship adrift. As she sat backstage, pondering her next move, whispers of Jey Uso potentially joining SmackDown began to circulate. The very thought sent a chill down her spine. Jey was not just a talented wrestler. He was a powerhouse with a fan base that revered him. If he transitioned to SmackDown, the dynamics would shift dramatically. Rhea knew she needed to act fast. But who could help her navigate this new landscape? Who had the clout and experience to stand against the tide? The answer hit her like a lightning bolt: John Cena. The 16-time champion had been through it all, from unexpected alliances to bitter rivalries. He had seen the highs and lows of the industry and had emerged stronger every time. Rhea knew that if anyone could offer the advice she needed, it was him. The phone call. With a mixture of nerves and determination, Rhea picked up her phone and dialed John's number. The anticipation built as the line rang. Would he pick up? Would he even have time for her? Just as she began to doubt herself, his familiar voice greeted her. "Hey, Rhea. What's up?" "John, thanks for picking up. I know you're busy, but I really need to talk to you about something important," she began, trying to steady her voice. "Of course. I'm always here for you. What's on your mind?" His tone was warm, reassuring. Rhea took a deep breath and laid out her situation: the split from her partner, the rumors about Jey Uso, and her fears of losing ground in the competitive world of WWE. "I feel like I'm losing my footing, John. G joining SmackDown could change everything. I don't want to be overshadowed, and I need a plan." John listened intently, his experience shining through. "I get it. Change is tough, especially when it feels like everything you've built is under threat. But let me tell you something. Every challenge can be turned into an opportunity." The game plan. They spent the next hour brainstorming. John emphasized the importance of embracing her individuality. You have to showcase what makes you you. Highlight your strengths and find ways to evolve your character. Don't let anyone else dictate your narrative. Rhea nodded, absorbing every word. But what if the fans don't buy into it? G has such a massive following. That's exactly why you need to differentiate yourself. You're not just a competitor. You're a force. Remember how you stood out when you faced Charlotte Flair. Channel that energy. Be relentless, John encouraged. Their conversation took on a life of its own, with John providing insights on building storylines, establishing rivalries, and even tips on mix skills. Be authentic. The fans love when they can see the real you. Don't be afraid to show vulnerability. It makes you relatable. As their call came to an end, Rhea felt invigorated. John's belief in her abilities reignited her passion and determination. "Thank you, John. I really needed this." "Anytime, Rhea. Just remember, the only limits are the ones you set for yourself. Go out there and show them why you're a champion in your own right," he replied before hanging up. Taking control. With newfound resolve, Rhea began crafting her plan. She started by refining her in-ring persona, focusing on her unique style and fierce attitude. She pushed herself in training, determined to outshine any competition that came her way. Each drop of sweat fueled her determination to reclaim her place at the top. As the weeks unfolded, the buzz about Jey Uso's potential move to SmackDown intensified. Rhea watched closely, analyzing how Jey interacted with fans and other wrestlers. She understood now that the key to standing out wasn't merely about rivalry, it was about connection. Rhea also initiated her own storyline, drawing in fans with personal stories of her journey in WWE. She showcased her resilience, sharing her triumphs and challenges, and slowly but surely, the fans began to rally behind her. The arenas echoed with cheers as she stepped into the ring, her confidence surging with each match. The showdown. The inevitable happened. Jey Uso made his debut on SmackDown, and the excitement was palpable. But instead of feeling overshadowed, Rhea used it as fuel. She announced a championship match against an opponent on the same night G was set to make his appearance. It was her way of reclaiming the spotlight. As the night unfolded, Rhea walked to the ring with a fierce determination that had been ignited by her conversation with John. The energy in the arena was electric, and as she delivered her best performance yet, she felt every cheer resonate deep within her. The match was intense, showcasing her strength and resilience. And when the final bell rang, it wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. Rhea Ripley was not just another name in the industry. She was a force to be reckoned with. The legacy. As Rhea stood in the center of the ring, the crowd chanting her name, she realized that she had forged her own path. Jey Uso might have joined SmackDown, but she was no longer the uncertain athlete she had been. She was Rhea Ripley, a champion in her own right. With a smile, she looked up, knowing that her call for help had turned into something much greater, a lesson in strength, resilience, and the unwavering spirit of a true champion.